Are you ready? My coach, Barbara H. Smith. Why did I hire her? Because she's the best.
Barbara H. Smith is a powerhouse. She just walks in the room and grabs your attention, and she does that in a way that just makes you feel loved and like she's paying attention to you. She cares about you, and she wants to see you be your best self.
She was able to dig inside and find a passion that was deep within me.
Barbara's energy is one of the reasons that I had to have her as my coach. I love the way she is real with people.
The reason I felt like I needed a coach was because I have some big goals and I needed to build my confidence. I knew that Barbara could help me do that.
I felt that I could trust her.
I would definitely recommend to get coaching from Barbara H. Smith if you feel like you need to level up your confidence. She would just help you feel like bold, like you can take on the world.
She has really shown me who I am. She has changed my mindset to a place that I know that I am more powerful today than I would have ever been if I had never met Barbara Smith.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, everybody. So glad to have you here tonight with me on the Barbara H. Smith Show. It is a great day. Guess what? It's great because you woke up this morning, okay? Just saying. It's so wonderful to have the guest that I have today. My guest today is Gloria Henderson. Gloria is a survivor of child physical and sexual abuse. A graduate from Centura College with a degree in occupational science, graduated magna cum laude instead of thank you, Lottie, yeah, and an honorary of the National Technical Honor Society. Gloria owns a boutique-style massage company called Soulful Journey LLC. She offers a variety of healing and energetic services and just recently added, so excited for her, life coaching to her services. She's been in business for 9 years and values the diversity of her clientele. Gloria went back to college to work as a massage instructor while working her business for an entire year. And through her healing work, she does massages. I Am Enough Retreat was born. Gloria has held and continues to plan events to provide platforms for awareness, healing, transformation for women survivors of sexual, physical, and mental abuse, titled I Am Enough Retreat. Love it. She is a co-author and shares her story of abuse on another platform in a book. Gloria has held many, many positions, including Peninsula Women's Network, Link of Hampton Roads, and Toastmasters. Help me bring to the show Miss Gloria Henderson. Here we go. Here we go.
Beautiful introduction.
Hey, gorgeous. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Say it again.
Powerhouse.
Oh, thank you so much. I just love having exciting and interesting guests on the show. We are here to promote your business. We're here to showcase the wonderful work you do in the community. And you have the kind of spirit and the kind of love for women that is so needed, because many of us have had the past of sexual abuse and harassment and domestic violence. And it's not a subject that's really comfortable to talk about, which is why I'm glad you're here to help us talk about it. So tell us a little bit about your history. Who is Gloria?
Who is Gloria? Well, Gloria is, I was born in Panama. So I'm Panamanian, became a U.S. citizen, 2006. Through the abuse, like you mentioned, I grew up as an abusive child. I had an abusive home. And, I strive, I work so that that does not take over my life. That
Okay.
that does not become me. That's who Gloria is. Gloria is just determined to be the best version of who God created her to be.
Okay. And so you grew up in Panama, which means, if I know this correctly, you speak Spanish.
No, I did not grow up in Panama. I came to the U.S. when I was 6 years old. And so
Okay.
when I came to the U.S., I did not speak English. I spoke Spanish. And then, Barbara, when I learned to speak English, I lost my Spanish.
Oh my goodness.
I
I thought I was going to be able to talk a little something with you today.
Sí,
In
sí,
Spanish.
sí, sí, yo hablo un poquito español, pero no mucho.
You don't speak a lot of Spanish because you only speak a little Spanish. That's
A
what.
little bit. Just
So,
a little bit.
so tell me some more about why you went into the business of massage therapy.
Why did I go into massage? I'll be honest. Massage was never in my view. It was never in my view. I never thought about being a massage therapist.
What?
My passion was hotel industry. I was always in. I worked several jobs. I did so many different jobs. I wanted to be a jack of all trades. I wanted to learn everything I can learn. So I worked the mess hall. I worked Food Line as a cashier, and I worked Burger King at Fort Bragg. I mean, and my goal was to outbeat myself, if that makes sense. Like,
No, explain that. Go deeper.
I wanted to outdo myself. So, like with Food Lion, you had to see how many items you could scan per minute. And so I wanted to see how many items I could scan per minute. And I was always the top scanner at all the cashiers. So I was always challenging myself to be better and to do better. And so when I got in the hotel industry, I started out as a housekeeper. My mother was a housekeeper. And I finally worked for Marriott. And when I started working for Marriott, I saw the window of opportunity in Marriott and said, oh, I'm going to only be an housekeeper for a year, and then I'm going to apply for another position. And I did. I worked housekeeping for a year. I did my own resume, didn't know what I was doing, but I did it, and a cover letter. And I got the position as a receptionist. And from there, I moved on from position to position until I became operations manager. So,
whoa, operations manager at Marriott?
yes. So,
oh my God.
So my goal was to become a general manager. That was my goal. So massage was never in the picture.
So then how did you go from operations manager of one of the largest hotels in the world to massage therapy?
When I think back on it, when I was an operations manager, I was working maybe 10 to 12 hours a day. Even on my days off, I was working. So I had a lot of stress. And I remember asking God, like, what is my purpose here? Why am I here? Like, why am I here? Why was I born? And, when you ask, when you pray and ask those questions, eventually it becomes revealed to you. And that's what happened.
So-
I met this lady, and I went and got my first massage ever. And she actually passed away a couple weeks ago. And during that massage, she shared a lot of information with me. And she told me that if I didn't make changes in my life, that God said he was, that Spirit said they were going to make it for me. And she gave me a month. She said January. And I looked at her like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I forgot about everything that she said. And when January came, I got laid off.
Whoa.
After 13 years of working with the company, I got laid off. And
Did you get laid off or furloughed?
I got laid off.
So what's the difference?
I don't know. They paid me. I got a severance package.
Okay.
So, but they didn't use the word furlough. They said your position was being eliminated.
Okay.
Across the board. So I received severance package, but I was devastated. I cried like a baby that
Yeah,
night.
rightfully so. I mean, you've been
Yeah.
working for 13 years. You get called in, and they say what to you?
My boss said at the time, he says, because he called me at I was at the front desk and he called me and I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? What did I do now? Because, I always felt like I couldn't measure up to his expectations. And so when I went into his office, he said to me, he says, Gloria, I don't even know how to tell you this. And so I said, tell me what? And he said, Marriott is eliminating the position. So there were 2 positions in the area there were 3 actually ops managers positions that was being eliminated. And all 3 of us had to reapply and interview for the assistant general manager's position for one of the hotels. And so I did interview for it. All 3 of us did. And one of the ops manager was selected for the position. And so at that point in my life, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Where am I going to go? And it took me 9 months, Barbara, to see the path.
And when you say see the path, you don't have a job.
I didn't have a job.
And you're looking for who you are. And you decide 9 months later.
So so during that time that I got laid off, and the other ops manager, Vonda, we both got laid off, and another young lady, Charlethea, we all worked together with Marriott. So we came up with we were going to start our own business making soaps and shea butters and, oils. And so I was really fascinated with that, but we didn't get very far with it. But during that 9 months period, I also was experiencing a lot of anxiety. And, the doctors wanted to put me on medication and I refused to take it. So I learned how to meditate. Meditation, and I always tell people, meditation saved my life. It really did. I did not know how to be still and be silent, and how to allow the chatters to silence the chatters in my mind. So meditation helped me to do that and helped me to be still. And so during that time, 9 months later, I'm sitting in my bed and I hear a voice say, look up. So I looked up, and on the TV is a commercial about massage. And so I called the school right then and there. And
was that Centura College?
That was Centura College. And I thought, I didn't know they taught massage. Like, I knew the school was there, but I didn't know. So I called the school. I went there the next day. I registered $25. That was all the money I had. I registered. I signed up to go to school full time. Well, it was full time. So my program was 15 months in massage school. I was 46 years old, I believe, 46 or 47. I was the oldest in class.
And how did that make you feel, being the oldest in the class?
I felt like I didn't have time to play.
Isn't that the truth?
I didn't have time to play. And I've seen a lot of the younger students, they played. It was played, they didn't take it serious. I didn't have time to play. I'm 46 years old. And I remember thinking that, I'm too old for this. And yeah, I did. And then I went to class that night, and, it's amazing how God will get messages to you. And the instructor that evening started sharing a story about another instructor who used to be a teacher and retired at 50-something years old and started going to school for massage. And when I heard that story, I said, okay, this is all good. But I did complete it. I found another job while I was in school.
Okay.
It was at another hotel.
Okay. So you just couldn't stay away from the hotels. That's what you're telling us, is you couldn't stay away from the hotel business.
No, I couldn't. I love the hotel industry.
So were you working at the hotel and doing massages at the hotel, or were you working at the hotel and doing massages outside?
I was working at the hotel and I was going to school for massage.
Oh,
While I was in school, I found a job.
okay.
And so I was going to school at night and I found the job and I would work days. I would go to work and then go to school. I
So where were
finished.
you working?
I was working it's in Williamsburg. I always worked in Williamsburg. And this was working at the Lexington, George Washington on 143.
Okay. All
And
right.
I'm front desk manager.
Okay. So let's switch gears now a little bit.
Sure.
I want to talk about when you started your business. What challenges did you face starting your own business?
Well, when I started my business, because I wasn't planning on starting a business.
You weren't planning on going to massage school either, but that,
Right. Because I was working. I had a job. So I wasn't planning on doing massage. But, the Hurricane Irene came. The hotel was up for sale or foreclosure. They shut the doors. So I lost my job again. And so I had no choice but to.
Are we seeing a pattern here?
Do you see the pattern?
So you lost your job. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And so I was sitting in my bed and I'm like, God, I've never lost 2 jobs within a whole year. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? And honestly, at that time, I started hearing these voices like within my spirit saying, start your business. I was like, okay. So I didn't have the money at the time. My son did apply for my SCC. He loaned me the money to apply for my SCC. So we did that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what my business name is going to be, and Soulful Journey, it was just coming to me. And I'm like, okay, Soulful Journey it is. But the challenges that I faced in starting my business really was I had no bank, no loans. I had no money, I didn't borrow any money from anyone. I started with $0. And no clients. No clients.
How do you start a business? First of all, no money,
Yeah.
no clients, no bank account.
No bank account.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right here. We're gonna have to pause right here for a station break. This is what I want to talk about. This is how the majority of people of color start businesses.
Mm-hmm.
They start businesses on an idea. They don't know how many clients they're going to have. They haven't tracked or created a pro forma, a projection, or a plan even. Because tell me you had a plan. Tell me you had a business plan.
I had no business plan.
No business plan. Okay. So they have these ideas to start a business. Because I'm going to include me in that group.
Right.
We have an idea to start a business and we gung-ho going to create a business. Let me tell you what just happened so that you can relate if you're listening to me out there and Gloria out there about starting a business with no money, no capital, no clients, no bank account. We are in a pandemic. And in this pandemic, yes, all on faith, in this pandemic, there were dollars given to businesses called PPP, Paycheck Protection Program. The criteria is, or was, or is, you have to have some things in place.
Mm-hmm.
Business bank account, EIN, employer identification number, and be registered with the state with which you are residing, your business resides.
Yep.
The majority, I'm going to say conservative, 80% of people of color were sole proprietors with none of those 3 or one of those 3 or 2 of those 3, but not all of those 3 lined up. And so millions of our businesses had to close, could not sustain, could not open doors.
Yep.
And so I just had to put a plug right there that if you are in that situation right now, today, I'm gonna put a shameless plug in for the National Black Mastermind Group. They will help you with education. They will help you with mentoring. And they will help you know how to run your business by the numbers. www.theblackmastermindgroup.com. Because we have got to stop this bootstrap. All right, I'm sorry. I'm off my soapbox now.
Thanks, Barbara.
Go ahead, Gloria.
Yeah, so but definitely I do believe that as I was starting my business, that God put people in my path to, like, everything moved rather quickly and swiftly for me within the business with very little money, very little funds.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he's doing it, has done it, and still doing it. And with that, well, I was in this place of starting my business. I was over here because of the layoff and the loss of funds from my job, losing my home and my cars. And so I'm like, okay, we had to downsize out of and move it to a 1-bedroom apartment, had to give up 2 of my cars, but then I'm over here working my business. And I did. And so even when another challenge was having the money to market the business, I didn't have that. And so I'm like, what do I use? Groupon. Like I use Groupon. That was my marketing. Groupon, selling $60 massages and getting paid $15 for it. And I had to be smart about how I did that. And so my first Groupon, I sold over 300 and something massages.
Wow.
I mean, and then.
But that was working you to death, wasn't it?
It was, but it was all good. It was all worth it. Because a lot of the clients that I had gotten from Groupon, I found how to retain them and to keep them coming back.
Okay, pause right there. Breathe right there. Pause. Help us, other business owners that are listening. What do you do? And we're going to go back to your story in a minute. But what do you do to retain customers that you get? Because we all know, if we're a business owner, that it's easy to retain a customer than what? Get a new one.
Get a new one. I'm personable with my clients. I relate with my clients, and I create that warmth with them. And the amazing part about when I started, majority of the clients that were coming to me were asking me about my life and how did I get started, and they were making the connection with me as well. And so with taking the Groupon price, and I had to take it and create my own package instead of letting you walk out that door, and offer you that package so that you can come back to see me. And so I've had quite a few clients that started with Groupon that are still with me.
So tell me about the Groupon clients. When you created a package, what kind of package are you talking about?
Well, I first started because they were $30 that they were paying, and I did 3 for $99. That was the first one I did because I needed to get them back in. So I couldn't do 3 for $150. I'm new on the block, new. And I'm gonna say this too: when I left massage school, I did not know how to massage. So I'm gonna put that out there too. I did not.
Using people for guinea pigs. What the world?
No, I learned very quickly. Everything was happening for me swiftly. I met the first lady that I went and worked with. Her name is Selena in Hampton. I was afraid to massage people's neck. And so when you first, as massage therapist, go for an interview, that's one of the first things that you do is you massage the owner. And so she told
me. Wait. So you was afraid to massage people's neck. Was that because you felt like you were going to choke them to death? What is going on with that? What is with that?
Yeah, because you have all these veins and all these. I was so afraid to touch people's necks, and we really weren't taught how to massage the neck in school, right?
Oh my God!
Not really.
Okay.
And so she taught me. Let me tell you, right away. She says, "Okay, I'm going to give you a massage the next day, Selena. Thank you so much." And she taught me how to. She massaged my neck. She taught me how to massage necks. She taught me how to work with, glutes, your behind, glute muscles.
Let's talk about that for a second. Okay, hold up. All right. Other than my husband, I don't like touching my butt. I'm just put it out there. Just put it out there. Look, so what do you mean? You taught you how to massage people's glutes?
Because our glute muscles, I mean, they are walking muscles. And so when you have people that come in with sciatic pain or those types of pain, majority of the time you need to go into those muscles and massage the muscles. So that's what I mean. Not just, it's when you go to massage school and you start learning the muscles, the body doesn't look the way it used to look. It's just all a big muscle. That's all I see. That's all I feel.
I get you, because that's the way you think and the way you operate when you, like doctors. You look at all bodies are the same, but see, the difference is people with those bodies are looking at it like, that's my body. And I know people who will not get a massage basically because they don't want other people touching their bodies. But they're missing out on the best things since sliced bread. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
They are missing out. You're definitely missing out. If you out there have not had a massage, go get on somebody's table. And I tell people all the time, you don't have to come get on my table. Just go get on someone's table. But Selena taught me how to work the neck muscle. She taught me a lot. And when I learned that became my secret weapon. That became not my secret weapon, but that became my niche, and that is my niche. So I then created another Groupon because everyone that was coming in were having these neck and shoulder issues. And so I then created one where it's just neck, shoulder, and back. Neck, shoulder, and back. And now that is where majority of my clients come for, is neck, shoulder, and back. I see, she said, big muscles, touch me, love mine.
You got some comments out there. I'm loving all the comments. Keep them coming. I saw Mr. Green put out the Black Mastermind Group's website address. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Merrick.
Yeah, and Donna's out there, and
Wanda.
Yeah. So shout them out. They're coming off of your website, so shout them out. Help me.
Alvin. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Merrick. Thank you for coming.
Yep. And so we're having a fabulous conversation about how we get healed. Your body needs to get massaged. If you haven't had a massage, why don't you tell them, Gloria, how to reach out to you? Hey, I just got an idea. Will you give them a Groupon price if they mention that they heard about you on the Barbara H. Smith Show?
I would give them a discounted price, but Gloria cannot go back to that $30.
Well, a discounted price if they come see you and mention that they saw you on the Barbara H. Smith Show. What is that going to be?
I would give them a 10% discount.
Sounds good.
Yes.
How do they reach you?
You can reach me at soulfuljourneyllc.com or call me at 757-806-6808. Do I need to put that down there?
Yeah, put it in the chat for Mark to scroll it for us. And we're going to go to a commercial break, but we're going to be right back talking more with Gloria Henderson from Soulful Journey. Don't go away. Hi, I'm Barbara H. Smith, known as the Masterful Presenter. If you could figure out a universal language, personality code that connects with potential client, how powerful would that be? I empower people to communicate better what they do, what they have and what they bring to the table.
People love to buy. I don't need you to sell it to me. I come in there with an intention, and that's what you're going to do going forward. You're going to go into networking events with intention.
I am here benefiting from the wisdom of Barbara Smith.
She gave so much information on how I can just excel in my business, and I'm taking it to a whole nother level.
I'm learning a lot that I didn't really know about my business.
The information that she's been presenting has been informative and helpful to me.
If you have not been in the presence of Miss Holmes Smith, you need to make sure you do so. Her workshops are authentic. She comes with such training, and she just graces you with her presence, and she allows you to feel the experience like none other before.
Hey. Okay, we're back. We are back with Miss Gloria Henderson of Soulful Journey. And I want to talk some now about your retreat. I love that you have a retreat. You get women together to talk about a very sensitive subject. Tell us more about your retreats.
So I Am Enough Retreat is my baby. Hi, Wanda. Yes, you get one too. It's my baby. I Am Enough Retreat was birthed unexpectedly, like it wasn't planned. It was at a networking event with Peninsula Women's Network, an event I always go to. Doing my 60 seconds talking about Soulful Journey, but I ended up spilling out something I wasn't even planning. And I said, oh, I'm going to put an event together. And it's going to be called, and the lady said, oh, I'll help you. And I said, oh, okay, it's going to be called I Am Enough. I had nothing. And when I left out that meeting, I said, oh my God, I gotta put something together. Like
you spoke it into existence, what you did.
I did. It took 2 years. So that was in 2015. And once I did that weekend, I had everything. My friend and I, my sister, we were at a timeshare in Williamsburg. I had everything. They wrote everything down that I was saying about this event. The focus of I Am Enough Retreat as a survivor of sexual abuse was to bring, I felt I needed to be with women who shared the same, that I have shared the same pain, that needed healing. And you couldn't find it. Like I would go to church, I couldn't find that healing in a church. I'm just being honest, I couldn't. And so, but I didn't want to be, whoa, it's me type of situation or type of thing. And then the other thing with I Am Enough that started I Am Enough was that there were women who would come into my massage room. And these women, I will look at them, I look up to them, I'm thinking, oh, they look gorgeous, they're beautiful. And they, when they unmask and they undress themselves, they didn't love themselves. And I found myself, pouring into them like, wow, you don't love yourself? You don't think you're beautiful? You don't think you're enough? But that was showing me that was just, as I'm helping them, I was also healing myself. Like it was all coming together. Why I was in massage, why I'm in this space, why I Am Enough came about. Because it's all about healing.
It's about healing, but it's also about helping others. And that's what you do, Gloria. So that's what I want to talk about just for a moment before we talk about how you got into I Am Enough and what you need to help this movement, because that's what it is, right?
Yes.
So we as women, and there are some men too, I'm not going to say men are totally left out of this conversation, but we as women are so many things to so many people. And in that space, we have had trauma in our lives that we mask. And one of the things that we do well is cover.
Cover it up. We
cover. You can tell when there's a woman who you say, oh my gosh, she's drop dead gorgeous. And she's like, really? And you're like, what mirror are you looking at?
Right.
Because there's hurt. There's some kind of pain. There's some kind of not feeling great self-esteem that's going on behind the scenes. And many of us will not take that mask away for fear
Of being seen.
that will be seen.
Of being seen.
That's it right there. That's it right there. So you've got some events coming up. In addition to I Am Enough, you've got some other stuff coming up. Talk to us about that.
So yes, we have an event coming up this Thursday. It's called Sacred to Journaling. So we did an event last month. So let me backtrack. I did an event last month that dealt with anxiety. So with I Am Enough, it's about following this path, right? This path of anxiety, and then the next path is start to journaling and start to writing. Just so you can start pouring out whatever it is that you're feeling inside yourself or need to work through. So we are having an event this Thursday at 7 p.m. and it's all about journaling. It's $33. The $33 is part of the donation that goes towards I Am Enough. I Am Enough is, do you want me to talk about?
I want you to talk whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. Because I think one of my board members may be jumping on soon. So that would be awesome. So with I Am Enough, well, I want to say this about I Am Enough. I Am Enough always has a theme. It has a theme, and we follow that theme. And then I go and I'll ask a presenter, like I did with Barbara and with Connie and so many, Liz, Sandra, and say, this is what I would like to see with my event. Do you think you can do it? And every one of you says yes. That's what I'm so grateful and so appreciative for, is that with every event that I Am Enough has done in the past, everyone that have come together to help every single event that we have done happen, you all have said yes and no charge. And that I am so grateful for. Barbara, you have done 3 of my events. You've been to 3 of my events. You have presented to 3 of my events. Connie has presented at 3 of the events as well. Liz Garrett, Sandra, Dr. Dowling. There's just so many that have PWN have all come together to support this movement for I'm Enough.
Do you understand why?
Because
you tell me first, and then I'm gonna tell you why.
Because it's for all of us.
But you have to have great leadership. You have to have great leadership in order to follow. Okay? So you have a heart for women who are hurting. You have a heart for people. And the rest of us fall in line because we too want to not only heal ourselves, because each of the ladies that you named have gone through some trauma. And we know what it's like to come out on the other side. And we're still coming out on the other side. And we want to pull people with us. We want to pull people up. Right. Instead of beating people down, we want to pull people up. And that's why I Am Enough is such a success. And you get yes.
All the time.
All the time.
I am so grateful all the time. All the time. This is ours. Like I Am Enough is for all of us. It is ours. And it's for the community. I am just so grateful. The outpouring of support that I Am Enough have received from everyone. It's just so amazing.
So help me with this. Are you saying, hey, Sandra Sessions Penny, are you saying another one that's always in the event? Are you saying that these 3 events are layered on top of each other? You had the anxiety. Okay, you had the anxiety last week.
Yes. Last month.
Yes. And the next one is the 24th.
Is the journaling.
Yeah. And then is the 30-day mirror work.
Yes.
The third one?
It's the third one.
That's awesome.
Yes. And then moving on, I have another one coming up in August that I just right before we got on tonight, I received a message from someone that says, I would like to be a presenter for I Am Enough. And I
Okay.
was like, okay, yes, let's do it. And that's what I love, right? It's not, this is for all of us. And Sandra, I sent you a link so that you can jump on. I don't know if she would like to step on, but Sandra just recently became a board member.
Sandra Sessions Penny?
Yes, she did.
Oh, if you want to jump on Sandra Sessions Penny, I would love to have you. She's going to be a guest in a later show, but I'd love to have her jump on if she's available. In the meantime, I want you to tell the audience what they can do to help.
What the audience can do to help. So we are at the ground level. We're the groundbreaking level of my nonprofit. During the pandemic, can I just share a little how much time we got? So before the pandemic, I started the nonprofit, started the paperwork with Dolores Petaway, and I thank her so much. And so then the pandemic hit, put a pause on my money and everything. And she graciously worked with me throughout the year to complete the paperwork to send the article, well, the paperwork for the nonprofit status. I received my nonprofit status in March of this year. So I am so thankful. But I didn't pick it up yet. Just kind of laid it down because when I look back at the events and some of the things that I did, I felt like I moved a little too fast on my own without really getting advice and coaching and counseling from others, right? I was just boom, 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 and I made quite a bit of mistakes.
Okay, pause.
Okay.
So you are admitting that you tried to be a lone stranger.
I did.
Yes. And in that lone stranger status, you made a lot of mistakes. All of us have been in those same shoes. So what would you say to someone who is starting a business or even starting a relationship and just going in it on their own? What would you say to them?
You know, what I would say is to find, you have to trust somebody. You really have to trust somebody and listen to, you listen to your heart and your spirit, but also, open up and let other people come in and help. We can't do that. We can't do it alone. And the thing is that when I first started I Am Enough, I was sharing it with a lot of people. I was sharing it with everybody. And sometimes you can't share everything with everybody.
Come on, say it. Say it again.
Sometimes you just can't share everything with everybody. And I was sharing it with everyone. And once again, that's where a lot of my mistakes were coming in because I don't know if I'm going to not say that. I'm just going to leave that right there. I do want to say,
I love it.
I do want to say that at one point I felt and thought that this was not ever going to happen. And I'm backtracking a little bit, if that's okay, because I do want to say one thing here. When you run up against challenges with putting on events and you don't stop, like keep going, just trust God. I ran into a lot of walls putting on the first event. And I had a marketer who called me and he said, I believe in what you're doing and I'm going to help you with this event. And so he started, he agreed to take payments from me. And so a month before I was making my last payment, he passed away. And I wanted to bury my head in the sand. I felt so sorry. I felt so bad for his loss. And it was just a loss all the way around. And I wanted to bury my head in the sand. And I said, you know what, God, I thought I heard you right. Like, I can't believe all the walls, all the challenges that I have hit with this event. Maybe it wasn't meant to happen. But I said, but if one woman, because we hadn't sold not one ticket, and the event was a month away, Barbara. You were speaking. I had not sold not one ticket.
I didn't know that.
That is that event was 1 month away. I had not sold a ticket, and
Wow.
I said that night, I said, you know, God, plan B, I'll just file bankruptcy. But if one woman buys a ticket, I'm gonna have this event.
We'll have this event. That's how you do it.
One woman bought a ticket that night, and I tagged her, and I hope she's listening. And that one woman was Sadia White. And I said, I have to say, I have to put that out there, and I have to say that. And I told you earlier, this is going to be like a name dropping and a lot of thank yous, because that one woman was Sadia White. She bought a ticket that night.
And that is a phenomenal testimony. And while you're dropping names, I'm going to drop some names right here. Bernard Orozco, thank you for being out there. Robin Green, Dorena Wilkins is out there. Wanda Hewlin, something is wrong. Thomas F. Hughes II. You have a great program. Thanks, Angela, for watching. Hey, Donna, my sister's out there. Queen, the Queen, Diamond Queen is out there. Merrick Green is out there. So happy to see you out there. All of these wonderful people came to see you, watch you tonight, Gloria. I'm so excited. Zalika Jones, Dorena Wilkins is out there. Oh my God. Donna is out there. She is cheering you on. Teresa Garnett, massage has made a big difference. Let me tell you, that's what it's about, having a massage. Donna, go get it. Oh my God. Sandra Sessoms Penny, I Am Enough events touch the mind, body, and soul. They definitely do. Oh my God. So many of you out there. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Barbara H. Smith Show and watching while we talk to Gloria Henderson. Gloria, I have a few more questions for you.
Yeah.
You talked about your nonprofit. Go ahead and finish up your statement about your event happening with one person buying a ticket.
Yes, one person bought a ticket, and I said, okay, so we're gonna do it. How you were there at that event? We ended up having, I think, 42 people total at that event. Yeah, 42. Yes. And so Merrick Green, I just want to say he actually has joined to help with the website. Courtney Bazell and her company Proximo had granted us, received a grant to create the new website for I Am Enough Retreat. And now Merrick is doing updates for the website.
That's awesome. You have to ask, right? Ask people for what you need and watch God manifest it, right?
Exactly.
So these events are coming up. Let's talk about them one more time. The one that's coming up next is on Thursday, the 24th, right?
Yes. So the event coming up on the 24th, it will be a Zoom event. And so when you purchase or donate $33, we're looking for donations. We need donations. $33, then you will be emailed the information on the Zoom information, meeting ID and the password. But this is the sacred art of journaling, so that you can, when we start journaling, writing down, and the presenter, her name is Nina, and she's a journaler. That's what she does. That's what she loves to do. And definitely look forward to having her on our show.
So go to the website to get your tickets. Tickets are available right now at the website, which is, give it to them, Gloria.
www.IamEnoughRetreat.org. You do not have to attend the event to make a donation. We are looking and accepting donations.
And Wanda wants to know if you have to attend the events in order.
No.
So go to each event separately.
Yes. Go to IamEnoughRetreat.org and purchase your ticket to attend the event, or make the donation. And then send and then share the ticket with someone else who would like to attend if you do not want to attend.
Awesome. So proud of you, Evelyn says. So proud of you, Glow. We're all proud of you. Starting a business from nothing and creating all of these wonderful events that are helping women around the globe. Because now that we're in a virtual space and you are on the IBM TV network, which broadcasts to over 200 countries around the world. Shout out to my Nairobi family, Winnie Joy and Philip. I can't wait to see you guys. They watch every week, and I'm happy to say that they are loving the show. I appreciate everybody being out here. Going to talk some more to Gloria about anything you want to add about your business that will help us help you.
So what I would like to add about my business, our purpose for I Am Enough is to equip clients to walk in their destiny. And I want to say that, you know, we are here not only to provide workshops, but we are here to also provide a safe, secure shelter for women who are in need. And, you know, and partner with other organizations as well, with Link of Hampton Roads, Natasha House. But we have big visions, we have big dreams, and we definitely need the support of the community in order to make this happen.
Be seen, be heard right here on the Barbara Smith Show. So you talked about these other events. I want to talk about now, when is the next I Am Enough retreat? Come on now, stop hiding the goods.
So in-person retreat, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Money. We got to get the money. Got to have the money. This, you know, get the donations coming, and we have the once we see the money, then definitely we can start planning the next I Am Enough retreat.
Okay, I'm going to challenge you right now.
Okay, challenge me, Barbara.
You started the business journey with $0.
Yes,
I got fired twice. In 1 year. I'm just saying this is a story you told on global TV. You just told this on global TV. Okay. So how you going to form up your lips to say we gotta wait till we get the money when you ain't waited to get the money no other time? Oh,
you're right about that.
I'm on TV. I'm just clowning here. Listen.
Okay.
See it in here.
That's it. You're right.
Speak it out there,
you're
and
right.
The Lord will manifest it. The spirit, the universe, whatever y'all want to call him, I call him God.
You're right.
Manifest it. If it's in his will, the steps will form together. Martin Luther King says this: you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just got to take one
step. That's what it's all. That's the way it's been for 9 years. One step.
So then you agree with that. So then
I do agree with you, and I will be planning. We will be planning an I Am Enough retreat, because you know what? It's going to go global. See, I have a case management report, and part of that is expansion in our workshops and our retreat. So definitely we'll be planning one.
My sister Donna says perseverance. She loves it. So when do I need to make the reservations? Donna says. You got to put a date on the calendar, Miss Gloria.
Then you know what? You check your calendar too.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you know what that means, right?
What that means. Yeah, I know what that means. So we have so much to be grateful for. We have so much to be thankful for. And I am thanking God for you, your vision, Saudia White being your first participant in buying a ticket, and that year you had 42 people show up. What's interesting is that's the day I met Saudia. That was the first day I met Saudia too.
At the event, yeah. Saudia, I will say I've done 70s disco fundraisers for I Am Enough. She's been there to support those events as well. And then she's like the radio, the broadcaster, Facebook Live, you know, broadcasting it out to everyone. But yeah, she was the first person. And I just want to say that I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone.
And there were vendors. Yeah.
I-
Wanda was there. There were vendors,
I
which
had
helped with the event as well. How many vendors did you have?
the first event I had 4 vendors. The first event. The second event I had, oh my God, I had the room full of vendors. But do you know, Barbara, that when I did that first event, the hotel said, okay, we're going to work with you because you did meet your numbers, right? That was in September. They said, we want you to turn around and do another event in January. Right. I did that was January. So that was from September. And I'm like, no, why can't we do it in March? They said in January. So when we were done with that event in September, and I turned around and did another event in January, and the number, I think then we had about 80 to 90 people attended that event. So it had doubled.
So your point?
My point? My point is that we are growing in size. And even though we have paused for a moment,
yes,
next event is going to be double and triple that amount. That's my point.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, so you're saying we're not having an event? Well, what are we going to do here? So
we're going to have an event.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
We will.
Tell us one more time, how do we reach Gloria at Soulful Journey? She is a massage therapist with a specialty in neck, shoulders, and back. How do we reach you, Gloria?
You can reach Gloria at, my number is 757-806-6808. That's the best way to reach me. And you can visit my website at soulfuljourneyllc.com.
That is amazing. I have one comment out here that I want to talk about real quick with Dorena Wilkins. She said, thank you for the amazing words. I am enough. And you all, ladies out there, gentlemen out there, you all are enough. And with that, I'm going to say, Gloria, thank you so, so very much for being on the Barbara H. Smith Show. You have just been seen in the IBM TV network. Over 200 countries are watching, and they have seen that there is a movement here called the I Am Enough Retreat. Thank you again so much, and that's going to be our time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the show already. It seems like it goes so fast. I want to thank Gloria one more time. I want to thank Mark Lee behind the scenes, Dr. Eric Kelly, for giving us this platform and this opportunity to be on the Barbara H. Smith Show. Don't go away. At 9:15 this evening, I'm doing a masterclass, Unleash the Speaker Within with Represent Your Brand. You won't want to miss it. You can find us. It's a Zoom link, bit.ly. Mark, put that up for me, please. bit.ly/unleash. You can come, and it's BHS Masterclass, actually. I will post it here for you real quick, Mark. bit.ly/BHS Masterclass 2. It's a Zoom session, and if you click that link, you will get to the session. bit.ly/capital BHS lowercase masterclass. I'll see you at 9:15. Thanks so much, Gloria. Thanks so much, Mark. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll see you next week,
everyone,
on the Barbara Smith Show.
Peace.
Peace. So Mark don't want to let us go, so we just hang out here for a few minutes. You were phenomenal on the show. Phenomenal.
This is Robin. I just want to thank everyone for attending. And
all these people out here.
Yes. And Barbara, thank you. I just thank you for always saying yes.
Well, thank you for being on the show tonight. Mark, we taking it home?
We had a little bit of a technical glitch, so I'm going to have you give that Bitly thing one more time so I can put that in the banner, and then we're going to have you get on out of here because y'all were having a great dialogue. But yeah, there was a little bit of a technical glitch, but it didn't stop the show because y'all's conversation was still going even while we were having that little bit of a technical glitch.
You know you're still live, right?
I know that. That's why I was at.
bit.ly/B as in Barbara, HS. That's all capitals, capital BHS, and then lowercase masterclass 2. We have had a fabulous time tonight. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out with us. Wanda, Donna, Evelyn, thank you so much. Gloria, for being here. Merrick, thank you for being here. Robin, thank you for being here so much. We love you. We hope to see you. Dr. Sandra Sessoms Penny, thank you for being out there cheering us on. Thank you so much. Everybody that's been out there. Zalika Jones, how you doing out there? Diamond Queen, so glad you're out there. Thanks, Robin. Again, Bernard L. Orsco. I hope I pronounced that right, but you know that I'm talking to you. Thank you so much for being here on the Barbara H. Smith Show. He's just loving us being out here, I think.
He loves the energy.